Bashim Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and salutations to all you brothers that's doing the work. We came to bring you a video of upcoming events, pursuing the prophecies and link the news articles up with the scriptures. We start off with a few scriptures. Can you give me Ecclesiastes 12:1?
This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, the scriptures say, remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Because the evil days are surely coming. We're coming into another year, 2014, and this might be the year that all of these prophecies in the scriptures start to come to pass.
Right.
So, give me Isaiah 33:6.
Come. This is This is Isaiah 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of these times that we're moving into. Because we're living in the last days of this society called America. And before it's all over with, all hell is going to break loose in America. We're going to bring out this article. It's entitled Mass Roundup. It's entitled Mass Roundups of Men, Women, and Children will be taken from their homes, and it's all going to tie into the scriptures. Okay, so this brother start reading parts of the article.
Got it out. Very first page.
Started read the title on that.
This part of it is what you're going to do when they come for you, basically like the song. Are you ready for the coming tyrannical crackdown and the complete evisceration of our constitutional liberties? Have you taken the proper precautions that will ensure the safety of you and your family? It is not likely that very many of us have taken any meaningful steps to maximize our chances for survival in what will prove to be humanity's darkest days.
Well, the meaningful steps that we're taking, the brothers in this knowledge, right. we're turning to the scriptures.
Right.
We're turning to the Bible.
Right.
Those are the meaningful steps that we're taking.
Right.
Because what's to come, like we read in the scripture, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your time. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. We're commanded to fear the Lord, man, for what's to come. These are the judgments of the Lord that's coming. So we're turning to the scriptures.
Right. This is 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking forward and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, but the day of the Lord, before the Lord comes, all hell is going to break loose.
Right.
And this is what this article is going to convey. We're going to get into this article and bring out precepts, linking in with the scriptures. Yeah.
Cut. When I'm going to start up. Will it be possible to avoid detection and prevent yourself from being taken into custody? When the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, bus rolls into your neighborhood, are you prepared to deal with what lies ahead? Let's assume for a second that Obama attempts a third false flag, like the two has attempted in the past several months, and he is successful. Subsequently, martial law is fully declared. I have always said that the order of things to come will be false flag events, followed by martial law, and culminating in World War III.
Yeah, and this is all mentioned in the scriptures, and our elders, you know, starting with Elder Tahar and all the elders, they've been talking about martial law. You know, when we go out on the highways and byways, we teaching that martial law is coming,
Right.
a third world war is coming, that basically all hell is gonna break loose in the society, week in and week out. But people, you know, people shun us, people talk shit. But you got Edomites like Dave Hodges, they write articles on it.
Right.
Because like the name of his show is the Common Sense Show. It's basically common sense.
Right.
If a government sees that their people rising up against them, they have to declare martial law.
Right.
It's just plain and simple. You know?
Come. This subtopic or subtitle in it is called Phase 1, Preemptively Removing Dissident Leaders. It says, using history as an example, if a martial law government determined that the population might rise up, it would be prudent to remove the potential dissident leaders. The Gestapo and the KGB employed the same tactics in which they would arrive at a resident at 3 a.m.
Now, I looked up the word dissident. It means disagreeing, as in opinion or attitude. So a dissident is going to be the ones out there in the society that disagree with what the government is bringing, the change that the government is bringing. Like the chip, we mentioned the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, which is in Obamacare. People are going to come up against that. You know, we mentioned the disparities between the rich and the poor, the overburden, people being overburdened with taxes. Our people are going to be against that. That's against the people are going to be against the agenda of the New World Order. So this is what it's getting into. All the people that's against what this government is bringing, what the elites are bringing to this society. You know.
Come. It will be prudent to remove the potential dissident leaders.
So they're going to remove those dissident leaders, those people that are against the agenda of the elites.
Right.
Because they're basically going to bring they want to confuse the people. They don't want the people to know what's going on. They want the people to comply with the government. So if you have people that's against what the government is pushing, they have to be taken out quickly.
Right.
You know.
The Gestapo and the KGB employed the same tactics in which they would arrive at a residence at 3 a.m., initiate a forced entry into a home, move to quickly gag and bound the family, quickly usher them out to a waiting vehicle, and quickly transport the targets to a remote location for final disposition.
Now this is what they did in Nazi Germany and in Russia, Soviet Russia, between the 1920s and the 1920s. That's when the Russians, when Russian communists with Lenin, after the Tsars were overthrown, they were doing that to people back then, going up until, I guess they probably continued doing it, but they're still doing it. You know, they was doing that in Nazi Germany too, back during the time of Adolf Hitler. You know, and they would take those people 3 o'clock in the morning and they take them somewhere and they kill them, just like they're planning to do here. You know, can you give me a quick precept real quick? Revelations 2 and 10.
Precept. This is Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Yeah, he's going to come down with great wrath because he knoweth that he have a certain time to establish his so-called New World Order. And early in the article it mentioned crackdown. Now I looked up the word crackdown. It says the severe or stern enforcement of regulations, laws, etc., as to root out abuses or correct the problem. Now what is their problem? They got too many niggas. They got to dispose of niggas, man. 2/3 of our people, they are a problem. This so-called New World Order that they want to usher in, what is the word that I want to say? They really want to exterminate negroes, West Indians, and Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the real agenda behind it,
Right.
which is the Israelites.
This is 2 Ezra 15:10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, that's right. Our people are led as a flock to the slaughter. You know? Truly. They're truly led to a flock to the slaughter. Because the government has been passing legislation for years for this hour of martial law that's coming, which is biblical prophecy. You know? Oh, yeah, come. Read that.
2. What's it, slide?
2 and 10.
2 and 10 slide.
Matter of fact, hold that.
Come. Okay, come. Slide it, bro. I'm going to continue down further on. It says, how do you know if you are a potential target for immediate elimination once martial law is declared? Which that's very important, by the way. Okay? The short answer is that you cannot be certain. Former NSA agent, the late A.C. Griffith, once stated that we are all assigned a threat matrix score and categorized on the NSA's ability to track your movements.
Yeah, that's why the NSA, they're keeping your phone calls, they're recording your conversations, they're watching you on social media. All of that goes to a NSA database or a fusion center. All that information that you put out on the internet, it goes to a fusion center. And it's logged into a fusion center with your name and your information on it. You know? That's why they've been collecting information. That's why information gathering has recently become big business for corporations and for the government. For the hour of martial law, man. Facebook, you put all your information on there. If you disagree with Obama, you put that on Facebook. That's logged in, and the NSA has that information. If you disagree with homosexuality, you put it on Facebook or YouTube. All that information is they have that information, man. You know.
And they linked all the Facebook accounts with the RFID chip. You know, there was an article on that. It says, former NSA agent, the late A.C. Griffith, once stated that we are all assigned a threat matrix score and categorized on the NSA's ability to track your movements, rate your web surfing habits, track your proximity to other known dissidents through cell phone movement matching, and quantitatively and qualitatively monitor your electronic communications. Every one of us has a threat matrix score which is assigned by the NSA.
You hear that? Everyone has a threat matrix score that's assigned by the NSA. So everybody is on the government's radar. Everybody's considered a potential terrorist. You know?
It says, what we do not know is how we compare to everyone else and what will be the cutoff point which would increase the danger for some. Certainly, former military leaders who have been shown the door by Obama are at extreme risk because of their potential to organize guerrilla forces. Key members of the alternative media will be another primary target, as well as those people who would immediately fill an opposition leadership role after the removal of the